basically not late. The door wasn't closed.
That's true.
The door status does not determine late and early. The bell status determines late and early.
Should have closed the door then.
Why?
So he couldn't have walked in and it would have been official that he was late.
No, it's already official
I
that
walked
he's
in and it
late.
was 7:30.
Yes, after the bell had rung. It's 7:30 for 1 minute after the bell rings. If the fire department shows up 1 minute late to put out your burning house, is that okay? Okay, so you're good with your house burning to the ground. All right,
It
fine.
won't burn to the ground in 1 minute.
Literally.
I didn't say it burned to the ground in a minute. I said
You did
1
say
minute
it.
after your house burned down.
Well, what are they going to do 1 minute prior to it burning down? It's
Stop
still-
it.
it's still
Hopefully.
It's
gonna
already
collapse.
going to be done.
So what you're saying is you want them there on time. You don't
I
want
was
them there
with
late.
student council. So.
You were with student council. I didn't get an email. Student council was
You didn't
late.
go
on
to
it.
breakfast.
Breakfast? What
We were
breakfast?
clapping for teachers.
Why were you clapping for teachers? I don't either. I don't get that. I don't get
I was
that.
there.
It was mandatory, so.
Nice. It was mandatory. We had to clap for him. Mr. Vanden Hooten made us.
We did.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this discussion is saved in time forever on YouTube when we're done. So. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the last time we will be together in 2023. Jacqueline, what can I do for you? You don't need your computers. Put them away.
Oh, is that paper thing?
Wait, what are we doing?
We're doing a lab.
Yeah, you-
I have the wrong date on there, but the lab is correct. We're doing thermal degradation of mixed polysaccharides. That's what we're doing today. Okay. So, couple of things. I do offer retakes on tests. You had to have less than a 70% on your original test, which means below a 52, which most people did not qualify for because most of you were above that. But if you did score poorly and you do want to do a retake on it, you are welcome to. I should get attendance, otherwise they're going to yell at me. Holy cow. Sure, today when there's a bunch of people missing, you'll notice that Levi doesn't want to cancel class today because everybody's missing.
Because it still feels like we have a decent amount.
And
We
at
do
least
have a
we're not-
decent amount in here.
We're not
I
learning
agree.
anything. We're just doing a lab, and they can do the alternate lab.
I really want to thank you for that because that makes me feel good. We're not learning anything today in class, Mr. Brand, because we're just doing a lab. And we don't learn anything when we do labs. All right, thank
Just
you.
like the stuff we already know.
Really? What's a polysaccharide?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if you know.
He's got a point.
It's on top of his head.
Well, like, what if you're asking me because you don't know, and then I tell you?
Well, since I've been doing the lab for a long time, I think I know what it is.
Maybe you've got dementia.
Maybe. But you know what? I'd get to meet new people all the time if I did. So that wouldn't be a bad thing, would it?
Don't you enjoy meeting me every day?
Yes, more than you'll ever know. Remember how you said it was mandatory to clap? I think it was mandatory for me to say that. Anyway, what's polysaccharide?
Isn't it like multiple
Many
like
saccharides.
protein?
Okay, good. That's a great place to start.
Yeah.
Many saccharides. Poly means many.
Yeah.
What saccharides?
Saccharides are like I don't know the definition,
Carbs.
but I know what it is. Like carbs, proteins,
Nope.
stuff like that.
Go to the last part.
Sugar.
Sugar. Saccharide is a sugar.
Yeah.
Okay?
Multiple
So you do
sugars.
know.
So I do know.
That's good.
Yeah, because I know you're making
No, I
suckers
just
today.
told you, so.
So that's what you're doing today.
Well.
You're making suckers.
Well,
Okay? So in class, back here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special lab set up for you because you are going to get to eat your products today. So the paper is on the table so that we don't get any contamination from the table. There is a recipe here for you to follow, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And you get to pick your flavor today. So my suggestion is to pick your lab partner by flavor, not by who you want to work with. Because you can only do one flavor in your suckers. Okay? So, here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, everything has been washed for you. Ran it through the dishwasher yesterday. Everything is washed. Everything is clean. Okay? So you have nothing to worry about when you begin. The thermometers and the stirring rods are only used for this lab. Literally, when I'm done with this lab, I put them away till next year when we use them again. So everything that is going to come in contact with your food is safe, just so you know, okay? So you're going to weigh out 70 grams of sucrose. Sucrose is better known as sugar. Already done for you in the cup right here. When you're done with the cup, throw it out, okay? You're then going to add 30 milliliters of 3 molar glucose. Anybody know what glucose is? A little different though. What is high fructose corn syrup? That is what glucose is, corn syrup. That is also pre-measured for you in the glass beaker, okay? Then you are going to add 40 milliliters of dihydrogen monoxide. Good, water. Dihydrogen, 2 hydrogens, monoxide, 1 oxygen, H2O. So 40 milliliters. Take it right out of the pitcher. I washed the pitchers yesterday. The water is in here ready to go for you. You can measure in this because it just needs to be approximately. It will also help clean out the last of the corn syrup that is going to be a little sticky in there and come out. Put all of them into the 600 milliliter beaker. Now, I recommend you doing this on the counter only because if you spill on the hot plate, it's going to smell like burnt sugar in here all hour long. Okay? So dump all of the sugar in, dump all of the corn syrup in. You can use the stirring rod to kind of get the last of it out and into the jar. If you spill on the side of the beaker, please wipe it off before you put it on your hot plate. Okay? And then you add the water. Take your stirring rod and you're going to stir up this mixture until it looks like one solution. Okay? One solution. The sugar will start to dissolve in the corn syrup and the water. It'll be kind of a whitish, cloudy, but it'll look similar throughout. Okay? You then are going to put it on your hot plate. You're going to turn your hot plate on all the way to high, and you're going to stir the mixture until everything dissolves and almost becomes clear-like. So you need to keep stirring it until that point. When it becomes clear-like and it is a pretty good mixture, then you can wait. You can actually take the stirring rod. You can either leave it in there or you can take it out, but at that point, definitely, we got it at the door. Okay? At that point, you have to put your thermometer in. Now, your thermometer needs to read degrees Celsius. I believe they are all set, but there is a button on them that will switch from Celsius to Fahrenheit, and when you turn them off, sometimes they reset to Fahrenheit. So make sure you're putting it in Celsius. You put the thermometer into your beaker, and you let that go until you reach 149 degrees. Right when it gets to the point where it starts boiling, probably around 100, 105, 110. It's going to boil and it's going to take a while. It's going to seem like it's never going to get to 149. When you get over that point, it's going to rapidly start going up again. Okay? So it's going to boil, it's going to bubble, it's going to seem like it's staying at that temperature for a while. When it does start going up, it's going to start going up quickly. You need to be ready to act quickly when it hits 149 degrees. Okay? Now, in the meantime, while all that is happening, your partner is going to come back here and get a sheet of pressed aluminum. Okay? Aluminum foil. And you are going to take and put a small amount, a very small amount of mixed esters on here. So you're going to take and you're going to put just a small amount on here. There are a couple of these back here for you to use to put a little bit on your aluminum foil before you take it back to your station. When you get it to your station, you're then going to take your fingers. If you haven't washed them, please wash them first. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to smear it all over this so that your sucker does not stick to this. Now, you only want a little bit on here, otherwise you are going to have a butter or margarine flavored sucker. Okay? But we need to spread it on here so that it doesn't stick. Now, the main part is to spread it over the center. You don't have to worry about getting to the edges because you're also going to grab 3 to 4 cellulose splints, okay? Now, if you want to make 2 really big suckers, you are welcome to. If you want to make 4 smaller ones, you are welcome to. If you want to do 3 and exchange one with a different group or something, I'm fine, okay? But you take and you lay these out on your paper or on your pressed aluminum in the corners so that you can pour a sucker right on top of the stick. Now, please be careful. I've had people put these so close together, they pour their sucker, they pick it up, and it's got 4 sticks coming out of one giant sucker. You want to do that and then break it apart? I don't care. Okay? Your choice completely. Okay? So this gets done while all that is happening. Okay? The other thing is then you need to decide on 2 things. You need to decide on what flavor you want and what color sucker you want. I have all kinds of food colorings up here. I have the standard red, blue, green, yellow. I have black, brown, sky blue, grass green, navy blue, grape purple, sunset yellow, green, pink, red, violet, and lemon yellow. I don't care what color you pick. Your choice completely. You only need about 3 drops of food coloring. So take it to your station, be ready to use it when the time gets right, when you get to that 149 degrees. Now, you can't fight over these. There are enough bottles there that each of you could take one to your station. But if somebody's got the grape and you want the grape, either you're going to need to get it from them when they're done, or you're going to need to use it first and give it to them. Be nice to each other and share. For flavorings, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to come up and you are going to get one of our disposable pipettes. When you fill it up to this point up here where my hand is, right before the bulb, that is 1 milliliter. That is all the flavoring you need. Okay? All the flavoring you need. And you can take and you can pull it up in here, turn it over, walk it to your station, and you can put it in your paper cup until the time is needed for it. So please don't take the flavorings to your stations. Fill this up. Take this to your stations. That way other people can use the same flavorings because I don't have quite as many. But our flavorings for today, ladies and gentlemen, we have butterscotch. We have mint chocolate chip. We have bubble gum. We have lemon oil. We have red licorice. We have apple. On the other side, we have cinnamon. We have black cherry. We have watermelon. We have orange cream. We have grape. And we have cappuccino. These are the ones I ordered. This is what came. Okay? So you've got just a milliliter of each one of those in your pipette. Now again, your solution is heating. You get to 149 degrees. Now you need to work quickly. Number 1, when you get to 149, shut off your hot plate. You don't want to heat it above this. Okay? You don't want to go above this. When you shut it off, put in your 3 drops of food coloring and put in your 1 milliliter of flavoring. Stir it up. When it looks the same throughout, then you go and you pour your suckers. To pour your suckers, you're going to use 2 hot hands. Okay? And you and your partner, one of you will grab it off of the hot plate. You will start pouring it out. Your partner will grab the stirring stick and help you get it out of here. Okay? So pour 1, 2, 3, however many suckers you are going to do. As soon as you are done pouring it, or you cannot get any more out, take your thermometer, take your stirring stick, put it back in here, go to any sink and turn on the hot water. Hot water will do all the cleanup for you. All of it. All you need to do is let this run under hot water. And it will dissolve what is left and flush it right down the drain for you. Okay? Sometimes you will get a stubborn spot in here, ladies and gentlemen, where it'll be just like in one corner. Take and leave the hot water on, run some in, dump it out. Run some in, dump it out. It will all go away eventually. And you do that while your suckers are setting up. Okay? Wash it in the sink. When you're done, set it back on the counter next to your hot plate, not on top because the hot plates will still be hot. Okay? Set your stirring rod there, set your thermometer there. And again, the hot water will take everything off of them. Okay? And every sink has hot water. It is the red valve on the left-hand side. Turn it on and just let it sit underneath there. Now, if someone is already using your sink and you're done, you can go to the sink in the front. You can come to the sink over here, or at least take and put some water in your stuff. Let it sit in the sink for a little while. When theirs is done, then you should be able to get yours done. We used to be able to do this lab in 51-minute class. So you will have plenty of time to get it done. Okay? Plenty of time to get it done. After you've cleaned everything up, again, just leave it sitting here. Any mess you make should be on the paper. Not a problem. If you spill anything on the hot plate, let me know. I will come and clean it for you. Okay? For your suckers, you're going to need to let them sit until they harden. The easiest way to tell that is after a few minutes, if you start lifting the edge here of the stick and the surface starts getting ripples on it, it's not set yet. Let it sit for a longer period of time. Okay? There is no hurry. Let them sit. Now, because you're making 4 suckers, you want to enjoy one right now, you are welcome to. You want to take one or both with you. There is plastic wrap here for you to wrap them up and take them with you. Okay? You decide you don't want them, you can recycle them. Okay? Questions, ladies and gentlemen? Again, all 3 things, the water, the sugar, and the cornstarch, into the beaker. Stir it up until it looks like kind of a white, continuous mixture. Put it on the hot plate. Get it going. Okay? Questions? Everything you need is out, ladies and gentlemen, except for the aluminum foil, the food colorings, and the flavorings, which are here. Otherwise, everything is at your station.
I'll
Go to work, ladies and gentlemen. Go to work, go to work, go to work. By the way, I have had groups in the past mix flavorings. Sometimes it has worked out, sometimes it has not. But if you're going to mix flavorings, please cut down to like a 0.5 milliliter of each, halfway up on the pipette. When you're done with those pipettes too, they can be thrown out.